Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Road to 100 Million. We're here on Collateral Farm. It's episode 43, and we're going to start off with harvesting some beautiful carrots. Let's get into this. It's going to be a big old episode. I'm a bit worried about how long this job is going to take me. I'm actually going to put it down to 1 speed because I'm fairly certain that I will get annihilated by these carrots. But yeah, we better start doing all this because it's going to take us a long time. So I'm not quite sure why the lines aren't coming up, but that's okay. I can just line it up this way for now. I don't want to drive on. I don't want to drive on any of the carrots and risk them not being harvested. So let me just get this in line, something like this. This ought to be good. I wish I had the. I really don't know why I don't have the cruise control on. Not the cruise control, the automatic worker, but. Yeah, this is going to be a very large task, and like I say, I'm a bit worried about just the sheer amount of yield this is going to bring to me. Like, we're already at 1,000 litres of carrots pretty much, and I've only done 1 row, and it's the tiniest end row, so we've got a lot of work to do, and I am going to start and probably finish doing this, as in, like, I'll show you guys on video the start and the end, but I'm not too sure that we'll do the whole thing, because I think it's just ridiculous. It's going to take us a long time, but it was good to sort of practice doing everything on the... I'm going to have to get rid of this tree, aren't I? I don't want to. It's a nice tree, but I don't see how I'm going to try and fit through there. Unless I just go down. Active problem solving here. I might have to go all the way back up and then just work my way down from the top, at least until I get past the tree, because I don't want to drive on the crops, because then I've got crop destruction on, so that'll destroy them. Oh, brilliant. This is going to be a long job, but hopefully we get a nice decent carrot yield from this. And well, actually, I was thinking about maybe holding on to them in the silo, but just the sheer yield, and we only have a small silo, so it's only going to hold 75,000 litres. So yeah, I'm a bit worried about that, but that's okay. Alright, let's head down here. See, interesting, because I can do 2 rows, and it's not my wheels that are... It's definitely not the... Oh. Sorry, I've never done this before, so it's a bit of a cagey episode to start things off. But I just I want to find the most efficient way to do this, because I was doing those parsnips contracts to practice, and they're a flippin' nightmare. No, that's in the middle. So if I go here, it should get both rows. Yeah, it does get both rows. Brilliant. Okay, so the AI work is working. But yeah, we get to see our fancy new machine in action. Look at them, carrots getting ripped out of the ground and then being sorted into the back here. So. Should be pretty good. 6,000, I think it's 5,500 litre capacity. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it will add up pretty quickly. So, yeah, looking forward to getting that all done. And we're going to sell them. I think the best spot to sell them is the preserve food factory, potentially. Or the soup factory. 270, 245 at the preserve food factory. Is it worth the extra $7 per 1,000 litres? Well, to be honest, yes. It will be. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can do this tree. I don't know if I'll be able to, but anyway, let's talk about some of the other stuff that we've got on the way coming this episode. As I just line up my carrot machine here. So it says, so top left, 93% yield, 1.6 hectare field, which is awesome. And what's that? What's the first one? 95.6 tons per hectare. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's referring to litres per hectare. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm going to have to go up the top. This will be a bit annoying at the start until I figure out the hang of this, but I refuse to get rid of that tree. I don't want to. It's a nice tree. It deserves to be there, and I will happily sort of do everything else at the end when I need to. But yeah, for now, and obviously we have to go around this side, so we have to go with this orientation, because otherwise we risk losing yield, which just won't do. That won't do. Alright. No, can I line up this one? This one? I just wanted to move to the next. There you go. That'll do. Alright. Brilliant. So let's go through what we need to do. So I am planning to obviously do this whole carrot harvest, which will be fantastic. We're going to do a little remodeling of our fields. So you guys know that we've got the barley field ready to go. I'll take you through them. We are going to do a little bit of an animal update. So I've made a couple of plans regarding the goats and the cows. I'll take you through them through this episode. And then we are going to also explore using oilseed radish for the first time. So part of obviously having the precision farming DLC or the mod or whatever you want to call it is making sure that we have a good environmental score. And I think I'm going to take the subsidy for having the fields covered with oilseed radish in February. And second part, I am going to also make sure that we have enough fertilizer and stuff on the field, so it acts as good fertilizer, and hopefully it can increase our yield in the future, which would be very lovely. But we've got a long way to go until we get there. So I'll do a quick little time lapse for you guys, just so you can see, if you haven't seen already, this vegetable planter in action. I think it will be quite amusing to watch me very much fail to use this thing properly. But having said that, I won't embarrass myself too much. We will get through it quite quickly. Where is my field? Show me steering assist. Show me, where do I need to be? Interesting that the carrots aren't affected by the tractor, and I really don't understand why this isn't popping up now, because it should. Is it because I did the ridges? But where's my lines? I'll try and eyeball it. This is decent. Oh, this is pretty good. I'm getting it right on the middle of the ridge. Yeah, you guys can see how I failed to make sure that they were adequately planted properly in the build-up. But that's okay. Alright, let's time-lapse this, and I will see you guys at the other end, and we will get started on the meat and potatoes of this episode, because this is going to be a long task, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do this in August, and then we'll be able to move through till September. So, yeah, enjoy the time-lapse. I'll catch you guys in a sec. Alrighty, ladies and gents, we're back. Now, I know I didn't do that whole time lapse. The carrots are very labor intensive, so it would have taken me a long time. I actually spent most of a day, like a real life day, doing it, just as I sort of got used to it. So I think I'll be quicker next time, but I didn't show you guys all of that because it would have been terrifying. But here is the carrot field. It's now plowed and ready to go. It said it needed plowing, which is interesting because I obviously only plowed it for the first time, but maybe it's because of the ridge former. I'm not too sure, but anyway, this is ready to go. Now, I'm on here because I just wanted to, excuse me, I just wanted to go through the economic analysis of the field. So if we click on here, we can go down to economic analysis, and let's go through all of this. So soil samples, lime, we needed lime because it was for the first time. We didn't spend as much money on fertilizer as we probably could have. And we got some seeds, we used some fuel, some vehicle maintenance, and some AI. As you guys can see, I used a lot of AI help. But the end result was we made $42,000 from this field, earning a net total of just under 40K, which is pretty awesome. For the size of the field, I'd say this is one of our smallest fields, other than maybe this one that doesn't have a name. But I think it's probably roughly the same area as field number 74 and 73. It kind of looks a similar size. Like if we just compare that, I think that looks pretty similar. So so that's pretty good. So pretty happy with that, and it's a pretty profitable task, even if it is a bit time consuming. So plans for this episode now. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to mess around with some animals, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. But I am going to plant oil seed. So let me go here. This is the first time I'm doing this, which is why I'm just showing you guys on the calendar. We are going to plant some oil seed radish today. We're going to plant oil seed radish on here. Because this field will be carrots, and carrots won't be needed till April. So we're going to do that. We're going to plant some oil seed radish on potentially this field. How do I visit? I can't visit. I need to turn off precision farming to be able to visit. There we go. We're going to plant some oil seed radish on this field because I'm thinking that this is going to be corn, potentially a corn field. It is a lot. But maybe we should stick to canola again. I'm not sure, but we've done canola so many times. So yeah, I'm thinking we probably either do wheat or something different, and I'm leaning towards something different. So let's put corn. We'll put corn on this field. Now corn obviously isn't needed till April, so that in the meantime this will be oilseed radish, which will be awesome. Now the bottom field, sorry that I'm jumping around, it's just easier. The bottom field, we're going to do a little bit of work to this field. We're going to roll this. And we are going to get it ready to produce some other stuff. What's this? Oh, I've missed a little bit of grass or something. I don't know. But we're going to do a little bit of modifications in this area. Now, this field is going to be barley, which means we do need to plant it today so that it can be ready. Now, this will hopefully feed all of our chickens over the next year. In the meantime, we do have plenty of stuff still to feed the chickens. We've got the canola that's going to be sold. We've got sorghum and we've got wheat. So hopefully that should be enough to make them last. And then what else? So we've done the bottom field. Let's move up to the top fields. This field here is going to be parsnips. So parsnips are required in April, which means this is also going to be oilseed radish. So we're going to get all of those planted today, and then we are going to skip forwards to when the harvesting is going to be ready, because I want to get the sunflowers and potentially the soybeans harvested this episode, although we might push that to next episode if it takes too long. So yeah, that's where we're at. We've got a lot of work to do, but first things first, sorry for my cough. First things first, we got to sell some goat's milk. So let me load these bad boys up for you, and we'll see how much money we can make before we start transforming this area, because I've got a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but I have a plan, and we'll see how it goes. These aren't the easiest to stack, so I wonder if it's worth doing one at a time. Sorry if you guys can hear me concentrating, the silence of the concentration, but we better get these up. So the goat dairy, the dairy has 3,000 litres of goat milk already full. And there's a pallet there as we drive past. I'll stack this on the trailer. There's a pallet there of about 800 litres. So that thing is going to be filled for a long time. The goat milk took a tumble for the worst there. Not my fault. Definitely my fault. Anyway, that pallet's got about 800 litres. So nearly 4,000 litres of goat milk in the dairy. That thing is going to be going for a little while, which is fine. So we're going to get all these sold, and then we're going to renovate this area because it's time to do something a little different. I have plans for this to all eventually become a yard. It's not at that stage yet, but we are going to start sort of moving on with respect to the grass field and some of the other stuff. Now, we don't need heaps of hay, but as you guys know, that shed is full. We've got silage, we've got straw, we've got hay, so we can do whatever we want with the land, and I think it's time to take a step back from doing the grass for now. We can obviously, we'll need it again in the future. I do plan to have cows and slurry and pigs and all that sort of stuff, but for now, we're going to move on to the next adventure. But September is goat month, which means it's time to sell some goat milk. And I think each of these pallets is about 5,000, which is awesome. So we're looking at potentially about 40k if everything goes our way. And I also just wanted to show you guys the finance screen, which I will do in a moment here. Let me just stack these. I'm really bad at this. I'm going to make sure that I improve. But in all fairness, the goat milk things are hard to stack. They're super annoying. Pick it up. Awesome. And I hate also how it never shows you what you actually have. Like I have 2,000 liters of goat milk here, but down the bottom right it says I only have 1,000, because obviously I've only actually picked up 1,000 with the fork, but I always thought that was a bit silly. Right, let's put that on. And yeah, we'll just go to the finances screen because I just wanted to show you guys. Loan interest is costing us 666 bucks. We really ought to start repaying that. I probably will with all this money that we have, but we'll come to that later on. Water costs. Didn't realize that we have water costs, but that must be for the sheep building. Harvest income. We earned 50k from contracts, 50k from harvest income last time. So I did a lot of parsnips and carrot harvesting. So I think I did some sorghum and other stuff too. So it was obviously a busy time. The combine got a little bit of a run out, and it'll probably get a little bit more of a run out now that we can get a few other things harvested, and we'll probably do some seeding too for some of the other farmers. But yeah, it's going good. Alright, so this one's only half full, but whatever. So not quite. I think we'll be under 40k, but yeah, we can dream. All right. Okay. And last thing we need to check is where is the best price for these things. It seems so silly to load a whole trailer with only 8 pallets, but yeah, it is what it is. We gotta make do. We gotta sell some cash, you know. And the eggs are just sat here, not ready to go. They're going to be waiting there till November. It is what it is. Sorry, eggs. Sorry, chicks. Alright. Let's load this up and we'll figure out where we're taking it. We have got just under 8,000 litres of goat milk. That's actually pretty good. Alright. What is the best price? Wait, I've forgotten. There's something else that we need to take. All the other goat products as well. So let me check that first. Yeah, goat milk. Its best price is actually January, so that can wait. Okay, so we don't need to do that. The best price is January. Goat milk's best price is also January, but we may as well sell it now at the dairy for $100 less, but I need the cash. I need the cash to be able to start repaying stuff, so I don't want to have to wait till January to get everything. Alright, let's get cracking. The dairy's just up here, I think. And yeah, we can go through and decide what to do. So, I'm excited. We're going to sell the goats and the cows. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I think it's time. We're going to get rid of them. Now this barn up here was a great purchase. It really, really was. So it's nice, it's neat, it has a lot of storage space for all the products, and the sheep, look at that, that's full. That's on its last pallet, so we need to do something with the wool as well, which I'll look into this episode as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to get a bit of a bigger barn there, and I'm going to get rid of those 2 pastures, because I'll be honest, getting the water to them is very, very frustrating and very annoying, and at times I forget, and their value instantly dips when that happens, so it's a bit annoying. But hey, we got environmental score reward, nice. So it is over 40k, that's awesome. That's very good. I didn't realize that it would be. So we're up to $138,000 now. I've got a couple of ploughing contracts, which should hopefully take us over 150. Probably should be 150 by the end. And then, yeah, we'll be ready to go. But we're going to head over now. I'll take this trailer back, and we're going to get rid of the goats. I've never done this before, so I don't really know how it goes, but I'm pretty sure I have to click on this. Go down to the goats. How do I sell? Oh, yeah, this one. All right. We're going to sell 43 goats worth 1,000 each. Goodbye, goatees. And we're going to sell 3 goats. I don't know how I ended up with 3. 3 goats worth 500 each. There's nothing here. I'm going to head over to the cows and do the same thing because we're going to renovate this area. It was always a little bit silly. I think it was good at the start. We needed the pastures, and these guys have got us a lot of cash as well. But at the end of the day, these are for-profit cows. So I want to be selling them for lots and lots of cash. So let's sell them. 19. They could probably go up to 3,500. I just don't want to wait another, whatever that is, 11 months. Let's get the cash now. We can renovate this area, seeing as I'm good to go. 55,000 for some limousines. Awesome. And now let's head over to the construction because I want to enter demolition mode and sell the cow pasture. 6,000. And we're going to go down here. Whoops. Where do I click for this? Sell the sheep pasture for 6,000. 12k back. That's not bad. Alright, let's jump out of here. Look at this area. This is an awesome area. Now, what I'm thinking is we could have one field over here. So the field could go... well, first we're going to extend the yard. But the field could go from the edge of this place. So from the edge of here right down to the end over there. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But we are going to also make this field a little bit bigger. So it's hard to see where the barrier is. Excuse me for the autosave. It's hard to see where the barrier is or where the boundary is for the field. But I reckon if I go straight and then come and curve up with the edge of the barn, that'll probably be what I'm after. Something like that. Just so we can expand this area and then we can decide what we want to do with it. And I think I might cut this field a little short. So I'm debating what to do. Basically, we're going to put a barn here. Where are we? I could go horses, you know. What do horses eat? Oats, sorghum, carrots, parsnips, water. I mean, I would obviously get the barn. I don't know how the pasture is more expensive than the barn. It only holds 2 more horses, but it needs to be given water. Anyway, we're not getting horses. I'm getting distracted. We are going to get some sheep. Which ones? Probably this sheep barn. Where am I going to put it? Well, I'm going to put it somewhere that is easily accessible. It's annoying that the access... Oh no, it's on this side, isn't it? Where's the access? Where's the stuff going to come out? Can anyone tell me? Oh, there. That's the little area there. So really, we need this side accessible. So what I think I would do is probably leave it here. I would make this a bit of a yard though. So maybe we... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if I want to put it on that side or if I want to actually use this area over here. This could be a lovely... What do you mean land is not owned by me? It definitely is. This could be a lovely little area. We could chuck that down and really make something out of it. Or we could cut this field short, extend it over here, and maybe have the sheep in this space. On the left has to be accessible. This has to be accessible. So really, the building has to be this way facing because all the stuff's going to spawn out the front there. What if I get the big one? The big one's awesome. The big one can be forward facing like this because all the stuff spawns on the right hand side. So I'm tempted to just put it here. Put it here again. I don't know. Oh, let me think about this. Alright, let me think about this. Alright, I've decided we're going to put the sheep here. We're going to make use of the space that we already have for the remainder of field 98. And I'm going to get rid of these trees. And this is now going to be the new sheep area. And we're going to recreate that field at the top. I'm going to extend the yard a little bit, which should be nice. And then, yeah, we'll have a little bit more room to work with. And we'll also have a nicer area for all of these things to happen in. So I'm going to get these trees sorted. Now, you guys have seen me do this hundreds of times, so we're not going to do it together. I'll just cut them together, but I'll process them and I'll sell them and stuff off camera because I think that's going to be a waste. Maybe I can leave a couple of trees in the area, actually. It would be nice to give the sheep a little bit of shade and maybe do a nicer plantation. So, plantation. What am I talking about? Pasture. That's the word. Plantation. Too much Civ 7. Alright. We'll be back in a moment, and we'll get all this area ready to roll. Alrighty, it's done. The trees have been cut down, added to the sawmill, and I have also used the stump grinder to make sure the area is nice and flat. So, I don't think I'm going to get the big barn. We still owe 200k. I've got 250 in the bank. It's going to cost us a little bit more than that to get all this set up, but I'm not worried about it. So, yeah, we're just going to make sure that we're underneath. So the access area needs to be over here. So what I'm thinking is we place this probably here. It's hard because I can't see. Maybe we level it first. Yeah, let's level it. Alright, change cursor shape. I want the square. I want it to be bigger. Oh, not that big. This big. Alright. Wait. Oh yeah, that's fine. See, why is that? Just level. Just level. Oh, for God's sake. I hate this. I really do. Alright, let's not do that. I just want it to be nice. I want it to be nice and level. Oh my gosh, soften. Alright, let's soften. Stupid game. I've ruined my field for this. Alright. Is that okay? Not really. It's still got a massive dent in the middle. Oh my lord. I just want it to be relatively flat. That seems alright. Okay, that seems okay. Alright, let's go back to this. We don't want cows right now. We want L Sheepingtons. Alright. So if I put it... Where? Right here? Maybe nice and close. Actually, you know what? I've learnt from last time. Let me save the game. Let me save the game so I don't make any silly mistakes and then I don't regret it the next time. Alright. Here we go. We're planting this. We're plopping this down. Let's assume that we'll get this nice and close to the road. Here. Oh my god. That's disgusting. Why has it done that? I'll see if I can fix it afterwards. If not, I've already saved the game, so that's fine. Alright, let's add the fence in along here. We've got a little bit of room to maneuver. We can go straight down. It's probably not enough room to maneuver, to be honest, but I'll have to work with it, whatever. It is what it is. Land not owned by me. Pretty sure it is. Like this. Land not owned by me. It is. It is. We're just right on the verge of what's owned by me and what isn't. Down here. Where's the edge? It's really hard to see. I wish you could put like visible borders without having to get a model, whatever. And the fact that this pasture isn't going to be a square is going to be a bit frustrating, but not the end of the world. Down there. Down there. And I can't finish it. Why not? Why can't I finish it? Does it have to come from this side? Can I finish it now? Yes. Plant the meadow. Yes. Alright, what does that look like? Nice. So they've got some trees, which is awesome. It's a little bit of a smaller barn. I need to fix this. This is revolting. Alright. Why does it do it like this? Can I soften? Now it'll tell me that I can't because the land's not owned by me. Won't it? Oh my goodness. Alright, so we need to go in line with the tree. Alright, I'm gonna quit the game and I'll be back. Boom, we're back. And I finally planted it. Okay, so we've got our little meadow. They've got a bunch of trees, which is awesome. It's a little smaller than before, but it is what it is. It can hold 44 sheep, which is awesome. Just by accident, it manages to hold the same amount as before, which is fantastic. So let's get some goats in here. We're going to get 44 of them. It's going to cost us 10,000. Not the end of the world. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Brilliant. Alright. 10k for the goats. Get them all in here. And let's see them in action. Awesome. Awesome. And we've got the water now, so we don't have to worry about it now. They do have meadow, but I'm going to bring some hay over here, so we'll go and do that. Look at them. Hello, little guys. They look pretty cute. And it looks like the pasture's not glitching out, because I know sometimes when it's not a square pasture, it glitches out, but that's okay. Alright, let me go and get some hay, and we'll bring it back over here, and we'll make sure that these guys are fed and ready to go. And then I will hopefully get the plow back. Actually, let's do that now. I'll get the worker to come back. Because I need it. I need the plow, and I'm going to get this tractor to go and do some cultivating contracts. So we'll put it here. That's fine. Alright, I need my front loader. I need some hay, probably two big ones. And we've transformed this area. And it looks much nicer. Now that I was worried about the size of this field, particularly not having enough barley to feed the chickens. So hopefully this sorts that out. And we don't have to worry about it anymore, because I have actually increased the size of the field. And we've got rid of the cows, but they were for profit anyway, so it's fine. It makes sense to eventually sell them. And this way we still have enough goat's milk to be able to keep using our dairy and keep producing lots of goat cheese as well. Actually, speaking of, let me manage this real quick. I'll go under here. What are we producing? We're producing goat milk and goat cheese. I think I might deactivate the goat milk. I think I might just do goat cheese from now on, because that has 14.4 cycles per month, but this has 96, and the ingredients are both double. Yeah, they both make double, but we're gonna make heaps more goat milk. It's gonna be much better. All right. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. Alright, let me get some hay. Oh, I've got the wrong attachment. Let's get rid of that. It feels weird not having a fence there. It's like muscle memory not going too close to it. Alright, let's get one of these. I don't know why this is out in the middle, but whatever. I'll just leave it there. It's not impacting me too badly. And let's go and check in on our shed. Shed's fine. Alright. Pick up some hay. 6,500 litres of hay. We have got plenty. I could sell all that silage, but we are going to have cows in the future, so we might as well keep it. I know it's not realistic, but it makes sense to me. It'd be nice to be able to hold on to it and not have to worry about not having a grass field, because it just means that we have a little bit of an insurance policy and we can get cows straight away without having to think of the consequences. Okay. Can I do this? Is it going to be too heavy? No? Oh, it is a little too heavy, but that's alright. Okay, let's go on the road. Also, I'm going to flatten this area, and we are going to make it a little bit nicer. Ooh. Whoa. My bro doing a whip. Okay. So just under 12,000 litres now. I think these guys will still have enough water. Actually, I hadn't thought of that. Let me put cruise control in here. We are going to cut across the field just so I can get in here. And sheep barn, where the goats live, do they have enough water? Well, it doesn't have any requirement for water, so I'm going to say that they do. And let's drop this off here. I don't think it'll disappear, because I think they'll have enough from their meadow. Oh, it is disappearing. 5,000, maybe not. The meadow doesn't say anything there, and the barn's obviously much smaller. See, the meadow for the actual sheep is obviously massive. The goats don't have as much space, so they're going to require a little bit more hay and attention. But that's fine. Okay, right, let's fix this area. I'm going to fix this area. I'm going to get this tractor to go and do some cultivating contracts. We'll make some money from them. And then I'm going to fix this area with the plow, and then we can finally get to actually planting some oilseed, radish, and some barley, because that's what I'm looking forward to doing. Okay then, it is time to get this field planted with barley, and let's see what we've produced. Now, it annoys me because I've quit the game. Oh, I was going to say, I've quit the game, I've saved the game, and it still hasn't updated the fact that I have a field. But it has. Okay, awesome. Let's do 2 laps of the headland, that should be fine. And then we'll see how we go. Alright, let us get this barley planted. We've got barley engaged. We've got the power harrow on. And do we get it done? Yes, we will get it done. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so this will be the very first time lapse of this episode. We'll get it all done and out of the way. Sorry, my mic's just being a little bit funny here. Let me put it on the stand. There we go. We'll get it all done and out of the way. And hopefully after that, we'll have a nice, big, beautiful barley field that will keep those chickens fed for a long, long time. And yeah, potentially in the future, we can do something different with this field. But for now, we've expanded it. It looks good. I chose not to expand the yard any further. So just because I don't actually have the need for it right now, it would be cool to get a shed, but maybe that's something that we can do halfway through next year or something, because I'm just not sure how much barley we'll need for the chicken. So I'd rather have extra space and extra grain than not need it, rather than need it and not have it. So that's the way I'm thinking. And also, now that I'm here, let's repay some of this loan. Now, I don't quite think we can repay all of it, but let's repay at least 100k, because that should fix the loan interest. Maybe we can even go more. Let's pay 125. We paid 125k back, so we've got 75k left to go. It is September, which means we don't really have the most money earning potential. We just sold all our goats and goat milk and that sort of stuff, so we're gonna have to wait. But that's alright, because October and November are coming up, and we know that there is lots of money to be had in those months and in January as well. So we're in a good place. Let me get this time lapse done. Oh, there's trees in the way. Let me get this time lapse done and dusted for you guys, and I will catch you on the other side.
Open up the window, I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low, dancing through the last days of September. I wonder where they're going, the flight of swallows sailing through the sky. There's no way of knowing, but maybe someplace far from you and I. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile